everyone, welcome back to my channel. I haven't posted on this channel for a while, but I wanted to come on today and share with you my 2020 reselling income, the numbers, gross and net. So sharing with you the expenses. Now, if you've been on this channel for a while, you know that I'm not comfortable sharing my full income, especially my primary income, which for 2020 was my publishing business, the books that I write. If you're interested in looking at those titles, they are in my Amazon store linked below. 2020, my book income was my full-time income, and that allowed me to kind of drop eBay down to not even just a part-time level, but almost a hobby level throughout the year. Now, I do also make some money from YouTube. So my main three sources of income have been reselling, primarily eBay, YouTube, and then my books, with my books being my primary income in 2020. But I'm okay sharing like the part-time money, the side hustle money, I guess you could call it. So next week I will be putting up a video about my 2020 YouTube income. If you're interested in that, of course, make sure you are subscribed. I'll go up next Saturday. But this video is going to focus in on reselling. So because I made some changes to my books last year, they ended up providing me a full-time income. Again, I'm not going to share what that number is because to share numbers, it doesn't mean anything, because what I need to make is different than what somebody else needs to make. And you're going to get haters. You're going to get people who are like, oh my God, that's all you made. Or, oh my God, I can't believe she's making that much. It's pointless, right? I don't like to share all my numbers, and that's just me. Some people do, and that's fine. But like I said, I'm okay sharing these like part-time numbers. So I've been reselling since 2005, so this is 16 years now. Good grief. Where does the time go? But like I said, last year I was able to scale eBay way down. So let's just dig into the numbers, shall we? So for eBay in 2020, my gross sales were $11,169.56. Now, I do also take some things into a consignment store locally. So at the consignment store, I made $1,449.43. So that gives me a net reselling profit for 2020 of $12,618.99. So not bad, considering that I got some new stuff, but mainly I was just going based on the inventory I already had. And I wasn't really doing much with eBay. So, yeah, net of $12,618.99. Now let's get into the real numbers, because we need to get into what your expenses are, right? Because it's not all profit. And I thought I did a calculation that I didn't, but I'll do it now. Okay, let's get into the numbers. Expenses, deductions, PayPal fees for my eBay sales, because I was still using PayPal through July. July went into managed payment. So basically first half of the year, I was still running things through PayPal. And my PayPal fees were $365.55. Now my eBay fees, which would be the entire year for my store fees and my eBay fees, but then from July to the end of the year, also managed payment fees. So they're all lumped in together. When I give to my accountant, I just lug them in. There's the eBay fees all total. My eBay fees were $1,086.49. Again, that's my store fees, any other additional listing fees, final value fees, promoted listing fees. That's why we call it FeeBay. Okay, then the cost of goods to sell. So this is everything I bought. Now, I didn't buy that much this year, except for I did do some liquidation sourcing in the spring, I think, from bulk. So most of this, I would say 75% of this number was probably from liquidation. The rest, a little bit that I got from the few estate sales that I attended. So cost of goods, $2,112.49. So big chunk there. And then the postage for the eBay orders. Now last year, I shipped most items with free shipping, meaning the buyer didn't pay, but I had to. So postage was a big one. Now, you want to claim your postage regardless of who pays, because when you're giving your numbers to your accountant, IRS, however you're doing your taxes, I have an accountant, you're going to get your gross sales number. That sales number is going to include postage. So when eBay gives you that gross sales number, postage is included, whether you paid for it or the buyer, because it's the gross. So you always want to track your postage, which eBay makes it easy to do. It tells you exactly what the postage was. So my postage for eBay orders, $2,916.74. You can see if I would have charged the buyers that, what I would have made, on top, my net would end up being higher, but I didn't, because I was really trying to move things. I really wasn't focused so much with the eBay income. I just wanted to move stuff out. I had a lot of inventory. I think I started the year, 500, 400 listings. I mean, I used to have, at one point I had 1,700 listings and probably 2,200 individual items, because I had duplicates. So I had like 2,200 individual things with about 1,700 unique listings. So to go down from that to like 400, I think it was, ouch. But anyway, so that was the postage, and then the office and shipping supplies. This was $643.87. So that's labels, paper, if I did any computer updates. It was a lot. So, but those are all deductions. So there's that part, but it's still money out of your pocket. Now I will, when I submit my stuff to my accountant, there will be things that cross, that I have an expense for that cover all my businesses, such as my website, internet stuff. So I have websites, I have obviously internet, that is all lumped together. And is there anything else? Like, he tracks what part of my house I use for my businesses, mileage, which I haven't done yet. I ended the year with about $100 in inventory, and my health insurance and all those other deductions, they'll be in one bulk lot. So when I do this, my expenses added up to $6,481.27. Let me just, $12,618.99 was my gross, minus $6,481.27 for expenses. That gave me $6,137.72 for a net profit, which is about 48%, which is pretty good, actually. I aim for, I want at least 40. That's kind of like anything under that, and I feel like, but 48% over my kind of target of 40. So that ended up doing pretty well. Expenses being 52% of the total cost, which is a good, what I do. So when I'm like figuring things out, just like out in the field, and I'm thinking, is this going to be a good buy? Like, how much am I paying for it? How much do I think it could be? I'm kind of keeping that 50% in my head. Like, am I going to be able to get 50% of my sale price for it? Again, my expenses came to 52%, net profit 48, but 50 is just very easy because it's half or double. Or is it half? It's half. When I'm, just kind of in my head. So I'm happy with that, considering that I barely sourced. I didn't really do much with it and just kind of sat around. So I'm pretty happy with that. So what are my plans for 2021? Well, if you follow me on my other channel, my vlog channel, and that is linked below, I have sourced some in the new year. I bought some box lots at an auction, which is super fun. If you've ever bought box lots at an auction, then especially a country auction out in the country with the horse barn right next to it. Woo! And I've been to, I bought it 2 or 3 estate sales, gotten some things. So not a lot, but I went into 2020 thinking 2021 thinking I don't have to do anything very more. Maybe I'm just gonna like go down to a starter store for $5 a month and whatever. But you guys know, if you've been doing this as long as I have, it is impossible to quit reselling. It's just impossible. And I really do, as much as I hate thrift stores, and I hate thrift stores, the ones we have around here are kind of gross, but I love estate sales. I love to go to estate sales. I just like to look around the houses, see what we have. It's just fun. But it's impossible to go to estate sales and not be like, ooh, I could sell that. Ooh, that could make me money. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And it does also give my dad, most of you know, my 89-year-old father lives with me, and he loves eBay, the work he gets to do. He loves when I can bring a bunch of stuff home and he can poke through it and he can clean it and he can fix it and he can look at it and touch it. And he loves to do that. And he loves to do the shipping. Shipping's been getting a little more difficult for him, I will have to say. So anything that I get, I had stopped bringing any kind of breakables in. I'm like, I'm done. But I did get some pottery and stuff in the auction lots that has been, selling okay. So I did decide to go and get those. And I've been kind of doing the pre-packaging for him. Like, I wrapped it up in bubble wrap, for you. You just have to stick the label on. So I'm trying to help him a little more. He doesn't like that. He likes to do everything himself, but to make sure that things are done, okay, properly. I've been trying to help him out a little bit more with the shipping if it's something, that needs a little bit more packaging. But he really, really, really loves it. Yeah, it gives him something to do. So as long as I can go out safely, one of the big things this past year is when I had to scale back is because of the pandemic and not feeling safe going out to estate sales. And I still am very, very cautious. I went to one like before Christmas, and I went the first day, which I never used to do anyway. I always went the second day, but I thought, well, let me go the first day and, just see. It was too crowded. Even though they were masking, even though they were trying to social distance, it's impossible to social distance in a house full of people milling around looking at stuff. You just can't do it. So I'm back to what I used to do anyway, because I want to pay as little as possible, going to the estate sales at the very end. So if the estate sale, and when it's half off, if the estate sale ends at noon, I might show up at 11. That way the bulk of the crowd is gone. I can get in. Did I miss things? Sure. But again, I don't have to financially do this. So it's, a way for me to get out, maybe get some things, gives my dad something to do, and I have stuff to list. So I do like to keep up with what's going on eBay, obviously for the books I write about eBay. So it does keep me involved in that. So for 2021, if I feel safe going to sales, estate sales, and I find some good deals, then I will do that. Again, I'm being a lot more picky than I used to. If you follow me for a long time, you know that I used to come home with carloads from the estate sales. And I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not getting just anything and everything that I know can sell. I'm really focused in on, is it new in the packet? Like, is it vintage? Does it still have the box? Is the condition, pristine on it? I'm being a lot more picky, passing up a lot of things I used to get. And that will continue this year. There were 2 estate sales today I didn't go to because they didn't put their stuff on Facebook in terms of like pictures. And I like to know kind of what I'm walking into before I go. And it's freezing cold out. So I didn't go to those. So that's fine. If I miss some estate sales, I miss them. It's not a big deal. Again, I've been doing this for so long that I always know that you don't go to one sale, oh well, there's always the next one. I don't get FOMO, as the kids call it, fear of missing out. I don't have that. If I didn't get it, whatever, there's going to be 8 million more. I'll get it then. So yeah, 2021 will just go with me getting out when I feel like it and getting what I want to get. I have decided not to downgrade my eBay store at the moment. I still have a premium store, and my subscription to that goes through June, I think. And I initially thought I would go down to a starter store, the $5 a month store. But then no, because one thing I really like that you get with a basic store or above is you get the subscription to Terapeak, which you can buy individually for $14.99 if you get that starter store. But then you're almost up to the same price of the basic store. So why do that? And when you have basic or above, you get that eBay shipping coupon. The premium store level, I get a $50 coupon every quarter to spend on supplies. So I've decided I'm just going to stick with the premium store for now, because if I were to downgrade, I'd have to pay a termination fee. So I might as well just keep it for now. And when June rolls around, I can see where I am. If I feel like I'm not going to be up in the 1,000, listing range, then I can downgrade to a basic, which I think is 350 listings a month. And if I feel that's more comfortable, I can do that. I could always go back up if I felt like it. But for right now, I'm just going to stick where I am. You can see I have some things behind me, although some things I am now going out. If I find something really cool and I just want to keep it, I'm going to keep it. I'm not hoarding. I'm investing for the future, okay? Cheryl Shopper over back there. I just thought she was so cool. She's not going on eBay unless I get destitute and need money. But yeah, anyway, so those are my numbers for 2020 at the, $6,000, what did I say? $6,200-ish for a net profit for working barely at all. I'll take it. Sounds good to me. So yeah. And I think going forward, I'm going to do a video every month on this channel with my side hustle numbers for you, eBay and YouTube. So if you like these kind of videos, give this one a thumbs up. And of course, if you want to see these type of income videos, definitely make sure you are subscribed. And yeah, with that, I guess I will sign off and I will see you guys in the next one. Again, next week, I'll be doing my YouTube numbers. So be on the lookout for that. And I will see you then. Bye.